In the solo move, I like to draw attention to more of a personal observation, and that is when people are being courageous versus when they're being reckless. When I talk about courageous, I'm talking about making informed decisions. You are leaving employment because you are understanding exactly what you're heading into. You've got the runway set, but you also understand the risks. And as you heard me say previously, just write down your first top 10 risks that come to mind. What do you think you'll do about them? And all of a sudden, you can mitigate fear with a basic risk register. Next thing is, how do you have a strategy? And a strategy isn't a plan. A strategy is an approach for how you're going to do things. Yes, you might have plans underneath that strategy, but your strategy might be, I'm going to enter the contracting space in the next 12 months in this particular industry, and my approach is going to be one of the following ways. There's your strategy. You don't have to overcook it. But when you're reckless, you're starting to then say, blow this, I'm just going to resign, I'm going to retire, or I'm just going to jump ship and just go into contracting. I've seen my friends do it, I'll be right. That's reckless. Not understanding the market demand. Again, you might be very good at what you do internally, and your organization may understand what that means, but it might be so niche, so discreet, when you take it to the outer market, they look at it and go, well, what are you talking about? How, if you don't understand marketing and can't articulate the value of what you're doing, it just looks like a technical thing. So that would be reckless to do that. The other thing would be, of course, not having a plan for pipeline. You know, we used to joke and say BHP, buy hope and pray, or build hope and pray. Field of dreams, build it and they will come. In movies, it's all romantic, but I can tell you now, if you don't have a plan for your pipeline, if your plan says, I don't know what I'm going to get money from the next 3 months, it's not a failure. That is really good commercial insight. But what are you going to do about it? I also have when I'm talking about going out into market and looking at your pipeline, I have what's called the go get. What is the percentage or the likelihood I can get that work or get the opportunity? What is the likelihood of winning that work? So it gives me then a ratio or a weighting that I can actually then start to stack up my pipeline. But the key takeaway here is, please, it's one thing to be courageous and make informed decisions. It's another thing to be reckless and rely on luck. Because depending on your personal situation, it might be becoming a selfish decision for you to go out on your own if you are supporting a family, etc.